We begin here. Floyd Shivambu is the new Secretary General of Umkhonto Wesizwe Party. He was appointed as the party's national organiser after he left the EFF. He will assume his new position with immediate effect after the resignation of Sifiso Maseko. Maseko relinquished the position as he returns to his position after his suspension as Chief Director at the Gauteng Department of Health. Maseko held the position for 4 months. In a statement, MK Party President Jacob Zuma says the decision to appoint Shivambu comes after consultation with the party's National High Command, the party's highest decision-making body. Earlier, our politics editor Mzwandile Mbeje spoke to Shivambu.
A week is a long time in politics, but it would seem in MK hours are a long time. When we're trying to arrange this interview, you had a totally different head. And 2 hours later, you're somebody else completely. When was this process of appointing you as the Secretary General finalized?
No, look, the president of Umkhonto Wesizwe always interacts with the national officials who are a recognized structure in the constitution of Umkhonto Wesizwe. And then once that process is finalized, then affects the appointment. So the constitution empowers him to make appointments into the national leadership structures of Umkhonto Wesizwe. But there had been discussions before from the president to indicate that now that the Secretary General, Dr. Sifiso Maseko, has to return to work, they might request that we play that particular role in Umkhonto Wesizwe Party. So it has been a process that has been thoroughly discussed, and we've been mandated, and we're going to fulfill the responsibility with the utmost respect and dedication and focus, and dedicate all our capacity to make sure that we build a stable and sustainable organization that is represented in all corners of South Africa. So that is the process that has been ongoing. The good thing about Umkhonto Wesizwe is that none of the internal deliberations will find itself in a public discourse before they are communicated. So only once the decisions have been communicated, you will know the position of Umkhonto Wesizwe. Otherwise, before that, the rest of the things just become gossip and speculations. We are a disciplined organization that only communicates collective and sound decisions that are taken by the movement. Yeah.
You would agree with me that there's been quite a high turnover of the Secretaries General. I mean, you've just come into this position, so there were so many people before you, and the party is not even a year. So is Floyd Shivambu going to last in this position, or is another 2 months and then you're out, somebody comes in?
No, look, I think there has to be context as to understanding that. So, you know, one of the things which we have to say to the people of South Africa is that President Jacob Zuma knows what he's doing in terms of founding this organization. And at the founding stages, when certain things foundationally do not make sense, they have to be changed so that the foundation is not defected, the foundation is not corrupted in the manner that it is. So there have been changes of Secretary General positions 2 times. The other responsibility that was changed was due to the incumbent SG being a member of parliament. And Umkhonto Wesizwe, there's a principle that you can't be a member of parliament and be a Secretary General. So when Sihle Ngubane was Secretary General, when he accepted the responsibility of being a member of parliament, he had to vacate the position. And now Dr. Maseko has other obligations as a government employee. But the other changes were due to political considerations to say that these perhaps were not the suitable candidates due to one reason or another. And in terms of the responsibility that we've been given now, there's a clear mandate of what we have to fulfill. And I'm 100% sure that in terms of the expectations, we will be able to optimally and efficiently, effectively fulfill all the responsibilities. Because one of the things that also defines our president of Umkhonto Wesizwe Party, it's zero tolerance to incompetence, zero tolerance to nonsense, zero tolerance to corrupt individuals and corrupt practices. So whenever people do things that are not mandated and outside of the organization, he takes decision immediately. He doesn't work on these things that were closing ranks even when there's wrongdoing. And I'm 100% sure that I'm not that character that will do wrong things. I'm not incompetent. I'm actually like far much more suitable for the responsibility or whatever responsibility that the organization can assign to me. So I think we're in for a long haul in the organization, because he will never irrationally take a decision that shifts positions for the sake of it. He does it for sound political, ideological and organizational purposes and reasons in the manner that it is. So we're here to play the role of Secretary General of Umkhonto Wesizwe.